Hey guys, welcome to another What I Eat in a Week. I'm so thankful you clicked on this video. Although this was a super busy school week like normal, I still made sure to fuel my body with delicious food. I'm going to be showing you all of my favorite types of foods and also how I treat myself without ever feeling guilty. So if you want to learn more about that, just keep watching. I feel so bad I forgot to film the actual lunch part, but just know I had 2 beans, 1 brown egg, and a lot of zucchini with the sauce. As you'll see coming up, this smoothie didn't turn out exactly how I thought it would. This isn't bad, it just doesn't have that much flavor. But still not bad. I'm just having a kind bar for my snack. It's so yummy. I love the chocolate with the nuts. Just having some of these with my kind bar for a little afternoon snack. It's about, actually it's almost 5, so yeah, we ate lunch at 1, so I'm pretty hungry. I noticed I eat pretty much like every probably 2 to 3 hours, I would guess. Not like super big things, but like little snacks here and there just to keep my energy up. But these grapes, oh, ice cold grapes are the best. The walk we took this day was so fun. I love the sun and it was just the perfect spring weather and I really liked watching everything turn green. Here for dinner we had some salad, bok choy, and leftover Chinese food. It was so delicious. The pot stickers had to be my favorite part. We make them at home and they're just super crispy. As you can tell from my second bowl of salad, I really love salad, and it's totally the toppings that make the salad.
Proposition number 3, essential. By the time you get to the end of the board for teaching standards, they want you to know.
If you've watched any of my other What I Eat in a Day or What I Eat in a Week videos, you would know that I start my day with fruit almost every single day, and it's just what makes me feel best. Normally I don't work out in the morning, but I knew I wouldn't have time later. Here I'm prepping the ingredients for spring rolls. No! It's a pretty easy recipe and you basically just have to cut up any vegetable you want and then just roll it in some rice paper and then you have a super delicious and really healthy lunch. And I really like how spring rolls are so versatile. You can put any kind of vegetable in and you can do tofu or you could do meat. Here is my favorite peanut sauce. It's from Trader Joe's and I love it because it's just a little bit spicy and it just makes it so interesting. And I served these spring rolls with some hot sour soup that we had made a little bit ago. And of course I had to eat the leftover scraps that did not make it into the wraps. Normally I don't make something this fancy for lunch because I'm really short on time, but today I had time and I thought it sounded really good, so I spent some time making some really yummy food. I just finished lunch. The spring rolls were really good. Now I'm just having like one of these homemade kind of protein bars. It's really good. I love it. Then later that afternoon, after my violin lesson, I decided to have some banana and peanut butter as my snack, and it was so delicious. It's like my childhood favorite snack, but I feel like I used to eat it a lot when I was younger, and then there was like a few years where I didn't eat it anymore, but now I've like rediscovered my love for bananas and peanut butter, so definitely go try it out. It's my childhood favorite. So I'm just gonna eat my snack now. It looks so yummy. I love bananas. And I actually prefer bananas a little more green. I just think they have a better taste that way instead of like so ripe. I really don't like it, but I love the texture when it's green. I'm probably just gonna eat this and finish this and then go back to doing school. I have a paper kind of due soon, so better get on that. But this is so yummy. You guys should try it out. Even if you don't have like that RX nut butter. You can just do it with peanut butter and mix in a little bit of honey, coconut oil if you want, and then some cinnamon, but super yummy. So here in the evening, I was feeling kind of cold and a little bit like tired, and I tried to find some tea, but I couldn't find any, so I just had some apple cider vinegar and warm water. And then for dinner, we had a delicious meal of salmon, zucchini, and baked potato with also some salad, and that is my favorite dinner. I love salmon so much. As you'll see throughout this video, I ate a lot of dates this week. I just think they have the best texture. So I kind of want to talk about like food guilt and why we even experience this. And the way I look at it is, you know, we eat to fuel our body, and when we start restricting and we start thinking that we shouldn't have this thing that we want, that becomes an unhealthy mindset. So like today for lunch, I was just craving a green smoothie, so I made one, and I didn't worry that I used a whole banana even though I ate tons of fruit this morning. And so this is just some ways that I'm overcoming those weird thoughts in my head. And honestly, today my stomach was really acting up. It was being really weird, and only light tasting things sounded good to me, so I just listened to my body and didn't really worry about it because I trust myself enough to know what I can handle and what makes me happy. Dinner tonight was so delicious. We had broccoli, bok choy, salad, and my dad even made chashu chicken, and it's like this special marinade, and then you grill it. And then we had some youtiao and bing. I didn't actually end up having any because my stomach was still acting a little weird, and I wasn't too sure about the gluten because you know me, gluten doesn't do good things for me sometimes, especially when I already have an upset stomach. And this is the meat. Oh my goodness, it was so tender. So for dessert tonight, I had some chocolate, but this was no ordinary chocolate. This was potato chip chocolate. So basically there are potato chips, like crispy ones, inside the chocolate. It's very interesting. It kind of reminds me of a kind of crispy treat. And then I had some chocolate and dates, and the dates were so yummy. Some people might say this is like a ton of sugar and unnecessary, but honestly, after a hard day's work of school and stuff, sometimes you just need something fun to eat, and that's exactly what I did here. Taking the morning slow and taking time just to look out the window is so important to me. I feel like just seeing the sun really just gives me energy, and I feel so much happier. For snack, I'm just having a Lara bar, and I have to go teach violin now. So this is a great little snack. I'm in the car, and yeah, I'm gonna eat this. This night, my dad was so nice and got me sushi. This isn't like anything super special, like from a special like restaurant or whatever. We just get it from Hy-Vee, and honestly, for the price, it's really good. So we always like getting our 3 favorites. I really like the spicy tuna. That one is my favorite. I love the kind of mayonnaise. It's like a Japanese mayonnaise sauce, and it's really delicious. And I really like things spicy, so of course I had to put wasabi in my soy sauce to make the soy sauce spicy. And I love ginger too. I mean, you could just hand me a bowl of ginger and I would just eat it all. If you know me, you know I love me a good kombucha, and I'm really the only person who drinks it in my family. This kombucha wasn't bad, but I would probably give it like a 6.5 out of 10 for taste. I've had better, but it was still good. Here I'm just having some gluten-free brownies that my teacher baked for me. She knows that I'm pretty much gluten-free, so that was so sweet of her to think of me. And I also had 2 squares of this chocolate, and I know this seems like quite a bit of chocolate, but I was really craving it today, so I just listened to my body. I think food is such an amazing thing. I mean, it's so creative. You can make basically anything, and you can always change it up, which is really fun. And today I made a salad and I put some pumpkin seeds on top and some apple chips for some crunch and some sweetness, and it was so delicious. And I had that with some tofu. I know it's kind of a weird combination, but that's kind of just what I had on hand. For my afternoon snack today, I made a smoothie with some coconut, milk, and fruit, and some collagen powder. And I really like the collagen because it's protein, and I can really feel a difference when I eat protein. So it just keeps me much more energized. Tonight's meal was so delicious and so colorful. My parents made the dill rice and we just used some chicken and we had veggies with it, and it's really easy and really delicious. And for dessert, I had some more of this gluten-free brownie, the second one, and I also had some chocolate nuts and watched a little movie with my mom. The only difference in today's breakfast was instead of normal chia pudding, I did berry chia pudding, and it has like a chocolate touch to it. And so I made this recipe up. It's nothing super special, but it does change the taste, and it's a nice way to change things up. I'll link my 6 vegan snack ideas in the description below, and you'll find the recipe there. Today, before orchestra, I just had some leftover Chinese food and kind of just leftovers in general, just some random vegetables that I could find. It was really tasty, did the trick, and then I went to orchestra. When I came home, I was so hungry, so I ate a date to tide me over till dinner, and then we made this really delicious pesto pasta with chicken and peas, and we added spinach, and it was so delicious. The mango was definitely the highlight of today's breakfast. It's, not normally in season, so when fruit comes into season, it's so special because it's super ripe and so sweet, and I just love it. This is my lunch today. It looks a little bit messy, but it's just zucchini noodles, and then I used tofu as like the ground meat kind of because I didn't have any meat like defrosted, and then I just added some marinara sauce, a little bit of salt, and Italian seasoning. And after lunch, I decided to have some cereal. I love this cereal. We got it at Costco, and it's interesting because my old self would probably have been like, no, that's a sugared cereal. But I'm enjoying living. And I'm just so glad that I've become less strict with myself, and I just enjoy living for what it is. If I feel like having something, I'm gonna have it. And here I had a second bowl, and I added some peanut butter. This is such a good combination, chocolate, peanut butter, and banana. I mean, you cannot go wrong. Then of course it was back to school. I had to take notes for AP Biology, but the cereal helped power me through that. With the remainder of the banana later on that afternoon, I decided to have some peanut butter and banana. What's new? I drizzled a ton of peanut butter because I love it so much. It keeps you full, and it also tastes delicious. Tonight was leftovers, but we also made a Chinese stir-fry dish, which was so delicious. And then for dessert, I ended the week with some gluten-free brownies and some more dark chocolate. I just love chocolate so much. So if you really liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe if you would like to see more of this. I post lots of what I eat in weeks and also just vlogs in general. Whenever you're watching this, I hope you have an amazing day.